Really? We're talking to a camera. Because you're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing us. We don't appreciate it.
So we're back to the scene of our very first haul video. We did it sitting right here, a little over a year ago. Maybe closer to a year and a half ago now.
So much has changed. My hair's a little shorter. Your hair's a little pinker.
It's a little shorter, I think.
I don't know. Anyway, what's happening, guys? So when you're watching this, we are actually at camp.
We are.
We're at camp.
It is in the future.
In the future. We are, I guess, our past selves talking to you in the future. So, or maybe we're talking from the future. I don't know. I'm so confused. Whenever you have time travel, like it's like, this makes sense. Like the original Terminator, like how is that even possible? He sends his dad back in time to meet his mom so that they can have him. Like, that doesn't even make sense. How does he exist to do it?
I don't know. I've never seen the Terminator. Apparently, we're on a tangent again. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, guys, so we wanted to just put a video up, do a couple videos for this week. So at least there's a little bit of content.
Because we know you miss us.
Yeah, you know, we can't let you guys forget about us. That's really what it's about. It's about us.
It's all about us.
Being really worried that they're going to forget that we exist. So anyway, so we're at camp. We're at summer camp. What camp are we even talking about?
So the name of the camp is Camp Eyabsut. It's a weird Indian name, but it's spelled EYABSUT. I had to say it out loud. So the link is down below. If you actually want to learn a little bit more about the camp, or maybe you feel inclined to give a donation, it is a 501c3 charity, and they are, nationally recognized. It is a tax write-off. So the link is down below. It'll tell you a little bit about the camp and what we do there, but we'll just tell you a little bit about it. So basically it is a camp for children, and the children that go to this camp are burn survivors. So they've been in a fire, or there's been some type of accident, or they've had some type of injury that has rendered them with scars and burns. A lot of them, have some severe deformities or disabilities due to these injuries. And this camp is the type of camp, like a lot of specialized camps, that allow these kids to get together and be with other kids that are just like them, that make them feel comfortable, because they may have difficulties with that in other aspects of their lives. Let's be real. Kids are not always the friendliest. I think we're getting better at that as we get better at parenting. But kids can be cruel, and it's not always the most comfortable for the kid that looks different to be a member of society and to get along in school and things like that. So this camp is actually a place where they get to go for 1 week a year at least and feel like one of the normal kids, and they feel and look like everyone else. And
I think what's the most important about this camp is that there is a lot of candy. They get to eat candy like every day.
Yep. So if you're a dentist or a health nut.
Yeah. But it is a sleepaway camp. It's all week. Did you go to camp when you were a kid?
I went to Girl Scout camp for 1 week when I was about 10, but it was a day camp. We came home every day. I never did a sleepaway camp.
How is that a Girl Scout camp? You don't even camp.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
Yeah, I, on the other hand, went to sleepaway camp, and when I see like pictures and videos from this camp, it's very similar to what I experienced as a kid. I went to Camp Tadmore in Oregon, and so we had like cabins, and you had your counselor. My counselor's name, my first one, her name was Fawn. I don't remember the other ones, but I remember the first day of camp, and your parents would take you there, drop you off, and you'd just be there for a whole week. And we had like paddle boats. We were actually on a lake, so we had paddle boats, we had like swimming, there were all kinds of activities. Mine was a Christian camp, but it was like, we did all the regular camp stuff, and had campfires, and I remember like you would come with like your $10 and you turn it in, and then every day you'd go to like the little concession stand and you'd be like, my name is Katie Silverberg, I want some Reese's Pieces. So we didn't get as much candy as your kids get. But,
so here's the thing, because the entire camp is all run by volunteers. First of all, there's absolutely nobody that takes a salary, from the director down to counselors like us, down to the person that picks them up and drops them off at the airport and things like that. It's all run by volunteers and staffed by volunteers. So a lot of people come from out of state. They fly in like we do, or they drive a few, several hours to get there, and they give up their vacation week or their time to do all the activities with the kids. And we love it. Don't get me wrong, not looking for any accolades for that. It's, I get far more out of it than these kids do, believe me. But what we do is we spoil the heck out of the kids. So we have tons and tons of gifts and presents and prizes that we collect and make and send throughout the year. As Katie has seen the last few years, I shipped a 30-pound box to Washington ahead of me, plus all the stuff that we're bringing with us. And we put together gift bags and packets and things like that. And we just give them pretty much candy, start to finish. Lots of candy, lots of treats, lots of, you know, they probably might go home with an extra cavity.
So now your cabin is all the little kids.
Yeah, I'm in charge of the little girls, ages 5 to 8 usually. This year I actually have ages 5 to 9 because we had quite a few 9-year-olds and we wanted to keep them back one more year.
Yeah, and this is my first year going, and I am in the cabin with the teenage girls, which, you know, I have a lot in common with. I mean, really, I probably would be better suited to be with the teenage boys, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm with teenage girls. So you know, the other ladies that are running the cabin with me, or that I'm in the cabin with, they're bringing all kinds of different, like, you know, bath bombs and face masks, and I got little compact mirrors and some like lip gloss. That's like the extent of my knowledge of what I could possibly bring for teenage girls. So that should be interesting. But anyway, so you went to a fake camp. I went to a real sleepaway camp. What about you guys? You should totally tell us. I mean, we're probably just gonna put this out as a you tell us video. So why don't you tell us, what was your experience when you were a kid? Did you go to a summer camp? Did you go to a sleepaway camp? Did you go to a fake camp that doesn't really count? You know, there's some places but some people go to camps, their kids go to camps where they're gone for weeks.
Yeah.
Like you go for like a whole month. I only did the 1 week thing.
This is a 1 week thing, and I think the 5-year-olds, it's a little young. Like, I'm a mom, so I would have been scared to send my kid away at 5.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're real good with these kids. These kids get a lot of love and a lot of attention and a lot of healthy, fun activities. And so we hop them up on sugar all day and all night. But, you know, we have 3 round meals a day, and there are healthy alternatives for snacks if the kids prefer it, but what kid is gonna prefer a bag of like animal crackers or, you know, peanut butter crackers?
I mean, candy.
Yeah, they want candy. So we try to ration it a little bit.
We want candy.
Yeah, I have candy too. You start off the week trying to be like pretty good. I remember I've been dieting the past couple of years when I've gone, and I'm like, by first day, I'm like, I'll have some almonds. Second day, I'm gonna have a salad at lunch. Third day, I'm like mainlining Pixie Sticks. It is, you know.
Yeah, and okay, so also, like, we stay in cabins, and this is just like the cabins that I stayed in, pretty similar to the ones I stayed when I was a kid. And so they have, like, you know, beds, like, they're just little mattresses.
They're army cots.
Yeah.
They're metal army cots with a 4-inch foam mattress wrapped in like that plastic that crackles and is split and taped together with like duct tape.
But because I'm gonna be with the older kids, I actually gonna go like what, 1 or 2 nights, at least one night, right?
At least
where
one night off-site.
We go off-site and we get to go camp, like camp, like tents and everything.
Like tents in the wilderness.
Yeah. So I'm we're gonna be in the wilderness. So
well,
I'm
actually, you're like on the side of a lake, I think.
You shut your mouth. That's the wilderness. What kind of wilderness are you? You don't even know. You went to day camp.
It's true. I did.
Girl Scouts at day camp.
This camp does not have any water. We have a pool. We don't have it's not like on a lake. It's at the bottom of the Cascade Mountains in Washington State.
Yeah. Now my camp actually had a pool, so we had like, you know, the swimming area that had like all the little floating buoy things out.
Oh yeah, we have
marked
those.
off.
Yep. For the little kids
in a pool.
Yeah, in a pool.
But anyway, and then you'd swim in that, and we also had paddle boats and stuff, and then you could go, there's actually a place where you could go fishing with some of the counselors and stuff like that. All right, so anyway, so now you've shared with us whether or not you went to camp when you were a kid and what your experience was like. We would love to hear about it, because I'm sure you guys all have all kinds of great stories, especially those of you who are in other parts of the country, or I would love to hear what camp is like, maybe like in Australia with all those bugs and stuff. Ooh. Here's my other question. I love movies. You like movies, all right. You're more of a reader, but you like movies too. But I love movies, and there are a lot of awesome camp movies. What is your favorite movie about camp? Or do you have like a top 2 or 3 camp movies that you really like?
Friday the 13th is the best. I mean,
Ooh, look at her getting all like,
I mean, come on, really? Like that's the quintessential camp movie. You know, pretty much all the.
Who's the killer in Friday the 13th?
Jason.
Oh.
Jason Voorhees, actually.
Actually, it's his mother. He's not even in the first one. Ooh, okay, continue.
God, well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. That's of course that like obscures all others in my mind.
Well, I will say for me, one of my, if we're going to talk horror movies.
Meatballs?
Well,
is that a camp movie?
Is that a camp movie? Is that a camp movie?
I think that was one I liked when I was younger.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm the movie person. She's the one where she's like, I think I saw this movie once called Meatballs. I think I liked it. Anyway, yes, Friday the 13th, excellent. Then Friday the 13th, the second movie, that's when Jason comes in. And it's not until the third movie that he even gets the hockey mask. Can you believe it?
I did not realize that.
Sleepaway Camp, though. I've been saying Sleepaway Camp. The movie Sleepaway Camp is probably my favorite as far as horror movie goes.
That's a good one too.
For camp movies. And it's great because it's just so ridiculous. It's like from like the early 80s. So the clothes they're wearing, everything, just ridiculous. So I love Sleepaway Camp. I will say Meatballs is probably my absolute favorite camp movie. If you haven't seen Meatballs, it has Bill Murray in it. It's fantastic. I believe it's late 70s. It might be 79.
Yeah, that's the one that I remember because I was young when I saw that.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. It's really cute. It's very much captures kind of the essence of like
camp.
Sleepaway Camp, and it's just really fun to watch. I know a lot of people like, you know, like Wet Hot American Summer. I will say like a honorable mention for me would be Final Girls, which is a newer movie that came out a couple of years ago because it is set at a camp in a movie within a movie. That's the one I just made you watch recently.
That was pretty good.
But the kids never actually show up for that, so it's like kind of pre-camp.
It's like our first day.
Yeah, pretty much. Except hopefully we will not be getting murdered while we're there for our first day. But there are so many camp movies, and I'm sure you know, there's other ones that I like as well, but I'm not going to go rattle them all off. So tell us about your own camp experience, and then tell us what your favorite camp movie is. Maybe it's Ernest Goes to Camp. I don't know.
I think every Ernest movie is just
know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern? Anyway, tell us what your favorite is, and again, we're gonna have down below, just check it out, is the link to the camp that we're gonna be at, so that you can learn more about it and also see how to spell it. That's all I'm saying.
It is a little difficult one. Hey, listen, it's an Indian name, Camp Eyabsut. It means to rise above.
I will say, I went to Camp Tadmor, and then there was one year where for some reason I decided I wanted to try a different camp. And I went to this camp that I think was called Camp Juanita, Indian name. And that one was on the beach. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, guys, tell us what you think down below. You tell us, camp experience when you were a kid, favorite camp movies. We want to hear about it.
And we will see you when we get back.
Yeah, I guess future us is right now probably eating candy, wishing we had a nap, probably a little dirty.
Maybe a little crusty.
Maybe a little, I don't know, crappy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, guys, we'll see you when we get back. Bye.
Bye.